Listen carefully. Your bad habits are not accidents, they are programs running inside your mind. Every time you procrastinate, every time you overeat, every time you waste hours scrolling, you are following a script you never consciously chose. Today, that ends. In this audiobook, I will give you a proven formula to break any bad habit permanently. No motivation tricks, no fake discipline, just psychological control. By the end, you will no longer be controlled by urges. You will control yourself. Chapter 1: Your habits are not the problem. Listen to me carefully. Your habits are not the problem, they are just the symptoms. The real enemy is your identity, who you believe you are, who you repeat you are, who you secretly accept you are. You don't smoke because you like cigarettes. You smoke because you see yourself as a smoker. You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You procrastinate because you believe you are the type who delays. That's the key. I don't fight habits. I change identity. Say it again. I don't fight habits, I change identity. You can force yourself for a week. You can use motivation for a month, but you will always return to your identity. Always, because your behavior follows your self-image, not your goals, not your plans, your self-image. You have a choice. You can keep saying, "This is just who I am." Or you can decide, "This is who I become." You have a choice. The prison of identity. Most people live inside a prison, not made of iron, not made of concrete, made of beliefs. They say, "I'm bad with money. I'm addicted. I lack discipline. I always fail." And guess what? They prove themselves right every single day. That's the trap. You don't need their permission. You don't need your past's permission. You only need a decision. Your brain works like a servant. It follows orders. Whatever you repeat, it accepts as truth. So if you say, "I'm weak," your brain finds evidence. If you say, "I'm disciplined," your brain finds evidence. You have a choice. Real example, the athlete mindset. Let me tell you a story. A man is overweight, junk food every day, zero exercise. He hates his body. He tries diets, fails. He joins gyms, quits. Why? Because inside he still sees himself as fat, so his actions match his identity. One day something changes. He stops saying, "I'm trying to lose weight." He starts saying, "I am an athlete." Not in the future. Now he walks like an athlete, eats like an athlete, sleeps like an athlete. The weight disappears, not because of food, because of identity. That's the key. Your behavior always follows your self-image. Say it, "My behavior follows my self-image." Stop saying, "I'm trying." Listen carefully. "I'm trying" is a weak phrase. You're either doing or not doing. Trying means you've already accepted failure. Don't say, "I'm trying to quit." Say, "I don't do that anymore." Don't say, "I'm trying to wake up early." Say, "I wake up early." Identity first. Action follows. You have a choice. Why willpower fails? People love willpower. It makes them feel strong, but willpower is temporary. Identity is permanent. You don't need strong willpower to brush your teeth. Why? Because it's part of who you are. Same with discipline, same with fitness, same with focus. When it becomes identity, you don't debate, you execute. That's the key. You cannot delete a habit. Here's the truth. You cannot delete a habit. Your brain doesn't erase patterns, it replaces them. So when you try to stop something, your brain panics. It needs a replacement. That's why quitting alone fails. You must replace the person who performs the habit. New identity, new actions. You have a choice. Step-by-step identity reset. Do this now. Take a habit you hate. Let's say procrastination. Old identity, "I'm lazy." New identity, "I am disciplined." Now ask, what would a disciplined person do right now? Not tomorrow, now, and do it. You don't need motivation. You need alignment. Alignment between who you say you are and what you do. That's the key. Rewrite your inner script. Your mind is a recording. You've been playing the same tape for years. "I can't." "I'm weak." "I always fail." Stop it. You have a choice. Replace it with, "I execute." "I finish." "I keep promises to myself." Repeat it daily, loud. Your brain will believe it, and then it will obey it. You don't need their permission. You only need repetition. The mirror rule. Look in the mirror tomorrow morning. Say out loud, "I don't fight habits, I change identity." Again, "I don't fight habits, I change identity." Do it for 30 days. Your brain will rewire. Your actions will follow. That's the key. Stop identifying with failure. You failed before. So what? Failure is data, not identity. You are not a failure. You experienced failure. Big difference. Stop saying, I failed again. Say, I learned again. You have a choice. Final truth of this chapter: your habits are shadows. Your identity is the object. Change the object. The shadow changes automatically. Stop fighting behavior. Start upgrading identity. Say it one last time: I don't fight habits, I change identity. Because when you change who you are, everything you do changes naturally. Transition: you now understand the root. Identity controls behavior. But now comes the real test. Because knowing is not enough, you must act. And action doesn't wait for feelings. You mastered identity. Now let's destroy the biggest lie holding you back. Chapter 2: Stop relying on motivation. Listen to me. Motivation is a lie, not because it doesn't exist, but because it cannot be trusted. Motivation is emotional. Emotions change, systems don't. That's the key. If you wait to feel ready, you will stay stuck forever. Say it: I don't wait to feel ready, I move anyway. Again: I don't wait to feel ready, I move anyway. You have a choice. You can wait for feelings, or you can act without them. Strong people move despite emotions. Weak people obey them. You decide which one you are. The motivation trap: most people say, I'll start when I feel motivated. And they never start. Why? Because motivation is like weather. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's stormy. You don't cancel life because it's raining. So why cancel discipline because you don't feel like it? That's the trap. You don't need their permission, not your friends, not your mood, not your past. You only need a decision. Emotions are liars. Your emotions will lie to you. They will say, rest today, start tomorrow, skip once. And once becomes a habit, that's how you lose. Not in big moments, in small excuses. You have a choice. You can listen to the voice that wants comfort or the voice that wants growth. Growth is uncomfortable, always. That's the key. Real example: successful people look at successful people. Athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They don't wake up excited every day. They wake up disciplined. They train when tired. They work when bored. They show up when no one is watching. Why? Because they don't negotiate with their feelings. Say it: I don't negotiate with my feelings. You don't need motivation to go to your job. You go because it's required. Treat your goals the same way. Non-negotiable. That's the key. Motivation versus movement. Here's the truth. Motivation doesn't create action. Action creates motivation. When you start moving, your mind follows, not the other way around. You don't feel motivated to clean your room. But once you start, momentum appears. Start first, feel later. Say it: I act first, I feel later. You have a choice. The 30% rule: you will never feel 100% ready. Never. Even confident people doubt. Even disciplined people feel lazy. So stop waiting for perfect energy. Start at 30%, that's enough. Do 5 minutes, not 5 hours. Open the book, don't read 50 pages. Walk for 10 minutes, not 10 kilometers. Small starts beat no start. That's the key. Build a system. Feelings are unreliable. Systems are not. Same time, same place, same action, every day. No thinking, no debating, just execution. Example: wake up, drink water, workout. Not should I, do I feel like it? No, you do it because it's who you are. You don't need their permission. You only need consistency. Stop romanticizing motivation. People love motivational videos. They feel powerful. Then what? They do nothing. Motivation without action is mental entertainment. You don't need hype. You need habits. It's not about motivation. It's about discipline. Say it: it's not about motivation. It's about discipline. That's the key. The countdown rule: here's a tool. When you feel lazy, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Move. No thinking, no excuses. Movement kills hesitation. Use it every time. You have a choice. Stop asking how you feel. Stop asking, do I feel like it? Start asking, what needs to be done? Winners don't feel, they execute. Feelings come later. Respect your goals like you respect deadlines. No emotions, just action. That's the key. Identity check. Remember chapter 1. Identity controls behavior. A disciplined person doesn't wait for motivation. So if you say, I'm disciplined, prove it through action, not words. You have a choice. Create pain for inaction. Make laziness painful. If you skip workout, you donate money. If you waste time, you wake up earlier tomorrow. Attach consequences. Your brain hates pain. Use it. That's the key. Kill the excuse habit. Excuses feel good, but they destroy you. I'm tired. I'm busy. Tomorrow, everyone is tired, everyone is busy. Winners move anyway. Say it, I move anyway. You don't need their permission. Final truth of this chapter: motivation is unreliable. Discipline is unstoppable. Feelings change, systems don't. Start at 30%. Show up daily. Say it one last time: I don't wait to feel ready. I move anyway. Because the moment you stop obeying emotions, you start controlling your life. Transition: you now understand. Motivation is weak. Systems are strong, but what makes habits repeat? What starts the cycle? It's not random. There is always a spark. You mastered action. Now let's master awareness. Chapter 3: Trigger awareness equals control. Listen carefully. Nothing happens by accident. No habit appears randomly. No relapse comes out of nowhere. Every bad habit starts with a trigger. Loneliness triggers scrolling. Stress triggers smoking. Boredom triggers junk food. Anger triggers shouting. That's the key. Say it. Find the trigger, kill the habit. Again, find the trigger, kill the habit. You have a choice, but only if you see what's really happening. Your habit has a pattern. Your brain loves patterns. Same emotion, same response. You feel stressed. You reach for your phone. You feel lonely. You open social media. You feel tired. You eat garbage. Same trigger, same behavior every time. That's not weakness, that's programming, and programs can be changed. You don't need their permission, you only need awareness. Why you keep failing? You keep saying, I need more willpower. Wrong, willpower is not the problem. Blindness is. You cannot fix what you don't observe. If you do know when you relapse and why, you will repeat it forever. That's the key. Become a detective starting today. You become a detective, not of others, of yourself. Every time you slip, write it down. What time was it? Where were you? What were you feeling? Angry, bored, rejected, tired? Patterns will appear, and when you see the pattern, you gain control. Awareness gives you power. Power gives you choice. Say it. Awareness gives me power. Power gives me choice. Real example: the smoker. A man smokes every day. He thinks it's addiction, but he notices something. He only smokes after arguments, not in the morning, not when happy, only when angry. So smoking isn't the problem, anger is the trigger. When he learns to handle anger, the urge disappears. Find the trigger, kill the habit. That's the key. Stop fighting the wrong enemy. You're punching the shadow, not the object. The habit is the shadow. The trigger is the object. Change the object. The shadow disappears. Stop saying, I need to quit. Start asking, what am I trying to escape? Pain, fear, loneliness. Your habit is medicine, bad medicine. Fix the pain, the habit dies. You have a choice. The pause technique: here's a weapon. When the urge hits, pause. Don't react, don't obey, take 10 seconds. Ask, what triggered this? Stress, boredom, insecurity, name it. Naming gives control. Say it, I name the trigger, I take control. That's the key. Build a trigger map. Grab a notebook. Title it, My Triggers. Write time, emotion, action. Do this for 7 days. You will see patterns. Same time, same emotion, same mistake. Now you're no longer blind, you have a choice. Replace the reaction. Remember, you can't delete habits, you replace them. Same. New response: stress triggers smoking, replace with walking. Loneliness triggers scrolling, replace with calling a friend. Anger triggers junk food, replace with push-ups. Same emotion, better action. That's the key. Your brain is predictable, your brain is lazy, it loves shortcuts. Trigger: right arrow, action, right arrow, reward. Break the loop. Change the action, the trigger stays, but the habit changes. That's power. Stop calling it random. Stop saying, I don't know why I did it. Yes, you do. You just don't observe. Everything has a cause. Find it. You don't need their permission. You need responsibility. Emotional triggers you must master. Here are the top killers: stress, loneliness, boredom, rejection, anger. If you master these emotions, you master your habits. Work on the emotion, not the action. That's the key. Create trigger barriers. Remove easy access. If scrolling is the problem, delete apps. If junk food is the problem, don't buy it. If porn is the problem, block sites. Make bad habits hard. Discipline is design. You have a choice. The 3-question rule before any bad habit: ask, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? What's a better response? This breaks autopilot. You become conscious. Conscious people control their lives. Unconscious people repeat patterns you choose. Stop escaping your habit is escape from pain, from responsibility, from reality. Stop running, face the emotion, sit with it. It will not kill you. Escaping makes it stronger. Facing makes you stronger, that's the key. Repeat the law, say it again, find the trigger, kill the habit not once, every day. This is mastery. Final truth of this chapter: you are not weak, you are unaware. Awareness gives power, power gives choice. Every time you see the trigger you win, because now you control the reaction. Say it: I see the trigger, I control my response. Transition: you now see the pattern, you see the spark. But seeing is not enough, you must reprogram behavior. And to reprogram, you must use pain. You mastered awareness. Now let's use leverage. Chapter 4: Make bad habits painful. Listen carefully. Your brain is simple. It repeats what feels good. It avoids what feels bad. That's it. That's the whole system. So if your bad habit feels good, your brain will repeat it, not because you're weak, because you're human. That's the key. Say it. If it hurts, I stop. Again, if it hurts, I stop. You have a choice. You can keep making bad habits comfortable, or you can make them painful. Pain rewires behavior. Comfort creates addiction. Discomfort creates discipline. That's the law. Why you keep repeating the same mistakes? Ask yourself. Why do you keep doing it? Scrolling, smoking, overeating, procrastinating. Because it feels good for a moment. Your brain only cares about now, not tomorrow, not consequences. So you must teach it. You must link pain to the bad habit. That's the key. The power of negative association. Right now, your brain thinks bad habit equals pleasure. You must change it to bad habit equals pain, not emotional pain, real pain, money loss, extra work, public accountability. Your brain hates pain, use it. Real example: the money fine. Here's a rule: every time you relapse, you pay real money, not fake. Miss a workout, pay $10. Eat junk food, pay $5. Waste time scrolling, pay $20. Send it to someone you hate. That's important. Now the habit hurts. After a few times, your brain will say, not worth it. That's the key. You must feel the consequence right now. Your habits have no cost. You scroll for hours, nothing happens. You eat junk, no immediate punishment. So your brain says, do it again. You must add consequence. Immediate, direct, no delay. That's how you train yourself. Stop being soft with yourself. You forgive too easily. You say, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Your future self pays. So stop protecting your comfort. You don't need their permission. You need discipline. Comfort is your enemy. Let me be clear. Comfort is dangerous. Comfort makes you lazy. Comfort makes you weak. Comfort makes you addicted. Every addiction starts with comfort. Netflix, fast food, porn, social media, easy pleasure. But easy pleasure creates a hard life. Hard discipline creates an easy life. That's the key. Train like an animal. Animals learn through pain. Touch fire once, you never do it again. Why pain? Your brain is the same. It learns fast when pain is involved, so use it. You have a choice. Create your pain system. Build rules. Rule 1: if I break my habit, I wake up 1 hour earlier tomorrow. Rule 2: if I relapse, I do 100 push-ups. Rule 3: if I skip work, I delete social media for a week. Make it hard. Discipline is design. That's the key. No negotiation. When you relapse, don't negotiate. Don't say, I'll start tomorrow. No, punishment now, immediate. That's how habits die. Stop rewarding yourself for failure. People relapse and say, I deserve a break. No, you deserve discipline. Reward comes after victory, not after weakness. That's the key. Pain builds identity. Every time you choose pain, you become stronger. You prove to yourself, I keep my word. Confidence grows. Discipline becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. You have a choice. Emotional pain versus physical pain. You're already in pain. Regret, guilt, shame, that's emotional pain. Choose physical pain instead. Work out, wake early, do the hard thing. Physical pain kills emotional pain. That's the key. The 10-minute rule: when urge hits, do something painful for 10 minutes. Cold shower, push-ups, running. After 10 minutes, the urge dies. Pain resets the brain. Use it. Stop escaping discomfort. Your habit is escape from discomfort. Stop escaping. Sit in it. Feel bored, feel lonely, feel stressed. It won't kill you. Escaping makes it stronger. Facing makes you stronger. That's the key. Rewrite the reward system right now. Bad habit equals reward. Change it. Good habit equals reward. Bad habit equals punishment. Simple. You control the system. You have a choice. Say the law again. Repeat it. If it hurts, I stop. Not once. Daily. Your brain will learn. Final truth of this chapter: your brain follows pleasure. So control pleasure. Attach pain to bad habits. Attach reward to discipline. Comfort creates addiction. Discomfort creates discipline. Say it. I choose discipline because when bad habits hurt, they disappear. Transition. You now know the weapon, pain, but pain alone is not enough. You must replace the behavior because habits never disappear. They transform. You mastered punishment. Now learn replacement. Chapter 5. Replace. Don't remove. Listen carefully. You cannot leave a vacuum. When you remove a habit, something else will take its place. Always. That's the law. Your brain hates emptiness. It needs a pattern. It needs a response. So if you only remove a habit, your brain will create a new one, usually worse. That's the key. Say it. I replace. I don't remove. Again. I replace. I don't remove. You have a choice. You can delete habits blindly or you can replace them intelligently. Why quitting fails? People say, I'm quitting smoking. They stop for a week, for a month. Then what? They start overeating or scrolling or drinking. Why? Because the trigger is still there. Stress didn't disappear. Loneliness didn't disappear. Only the response changed, but they didn't choose the response. Their brain did. That's the trap. Same trigger, better response. Remember chapter 3, trigger creates action. You don't remove the trigger, you change the response. Same emotion, new behavior. That's mastery. Say it. Same trigger, better response. That's the key. Real examples: scrolling. Trigger, boredom. New response, go for a walk, read 5 pages, clean your room. Smoking. Trigger, stress. New response, deep breathing, cold water on face. 10 push-ups, junk food. Trigger, sadness. New response, call someone, write your thoughts, drink water. You see, same trigger, better action. That's discipline. Your brain needs a trade. Your brain will ask, what do I get instead? So give it something, not pleasure, progress. Replace fake dopamine with real growth. Exercise, learning, creation. That's the key. Build your replacement list. Do this now. Write your bad habits. Next to each one, write a better replacement. Scrolling, right arrow. Walking, smoking, breathing, porn, right arrow. Cold shower, junk food, right arrow. Fruit, prepare in advance. Because in the moment, you will not think clearly. You need a plan. You have a choice. Stop going cold turkey. Cold turkey sounds strong, but it's weak. You remove without replacing, so your brain rebels. That's why relapse happens. Don't remove, replace, slow, controlled. That's the key. The 60-second rule: when urge hits, you have 60 seconds. If you don't act, your brain wins. So immediately switch to the replacement habit. No thinking, no delay, move. Action kills urges. Say it. Action kills urges. Replace bad with good. Bad habit gave you comfort, escape. Good habit gives you strength, confidence. Which one do you want? Short pleasure or long power? You have a choice. Stop using I quit language. Language matters. Don't say I quit smoking. Say I breathe clean air. Don't say I quit junk food. Say I fuel my body. Identity again. Words shape behavior. That's the key. Your brain loves rewards. After replacement, reward yourself. Not with junk, with pride. Say I kept my word. That builds confidence. Confidence builds discipline. Discipline builds destiny. You don't need their permission. What if you fail? You will fail. That's normal. Don't quit. Adjust. Change the replacement. If walking doesn't work, try music. If breathing doesn't work, try journaling. Test. Adapt. That's mastery. The identity shift. You're not quitting habits. You're becoming someone new. A disciplined person always chooses better responses. So act like one, even when you don't feel like it. That's the key. Stop waiting for urges to disappear. Urges never disappear. They weaken, but only if you replace them. Every time you choose better, the old habit loses power. Eventually, it dies. You have a choice. Use the trigger as a signal when urge hits. Smile. It means time to grow. Use the trigger as a reminder to practice discipline. That's control. Repeat the law, say it again. I replace, I don't remove, not once. Every day your brain will learn. Final truth of this chapter: you cannot delete habits, you trade them. Same trigger, better response. This is how you evolve. This is how you win. Say it. I choose better responses. Transition: you now know how to replace behavior. But here's the truth. Willpower is limited. Your environment controls you. So now we redesign your world. You mastered replacement. Now master your surroundings. Chapter 6: Environment beats willpower. Listen carefully. Willpower is weak. Environment is strong. If your room is messy, your mind is messy. If your phone is full of distractions, your focus is dead. If junk food is in your kitchen, you will eat it, not because you are weak, because you are human. That's the key. Say it. I design my environment. Again, I design my environment. You have a choice. You can fight temptation every day, or you can remove it completely. Smart people don't rely on willpower. They rely on design. Why willpower always loses? Willpower gets tired. Willpower gets stressed. Willpower disappears at night. After a long day, you don't want to think, so you follow what's easy. That's why environment matters. Your surroundings decide your actions when your mind is weak. So if your environment is trash, your decisions will be trash. Weak environment equals weak decisions. Strong environment equals automatic discipline. That's the law. Your space shapes you. Look around your room. Mess everywhere, your mind feels heavy. Clean space, your mind feels light. Energy follows order. You don't need motivation to focus in a clean room. You don't need discipline to eat healthy. If junk food is not there, you have a choice. Real power move: delete apps, social media, games, anything wasting your time. If it distracts you, it does not deserve space in your phone. Your phone should serve your goals, not destroy them. That's the key. Throw away junk. Open your kitchen. Chips, soda, candy. Throw it away, not tomorrow. Now, if it's there, you will eat it. Stop testing your willpower. Design your environment. You don't need their permission. Change your space. Move your desk. Face a wall. Remove your TV from your bedroom. Put books on your table, not your phone. Small changes, big impact. That's the key. The lazy path trick: your brain chooses the easiest path. So make good habits easy. Make bad habits hard. Put workout clothes next to your bed. Hide your phone in another room. Put water bottle on your desk. Designed for success. Stop blaming yourself. You say, I lack discipline. Wrong. Your environment is bad. A soldier in a war zone is disciplined. A soldier in a bed is lazy. Context matters. Change the context. Change your behavior. You have a choice. Create a disciplined zone. Design one place for focus. No phone, no noise, no distraction. Your brain will learn. When I sit here, I work. Condition yourself. That's the key. Visual triggers: what you see controls what you do. If you see junk, you eat junk. If you see books, you read. If you see weights, you train. Control what you see, you control what you do. Use friction: make bad habits harder to access. Log out of apps. Delete saved passwords. Put snacks on the highest shelf. Make it annoying. Your brain hates effort. Use that. Build automatic discipline. When your environment is right, discipline becomes automatic. You don't think, you just do. That's mastery. That's power. Stop living in chaos. Chaos creates weak decisions. Messy room, messy mind, clean it. Today, this is not about cleaning, it's about respect. Respect for your future self. You have a choice. The night rule: before sleep, prepare tomorrow. Clothes ready, tasks written. Morning, you will thank you. That's discipline. Remember the truth: you don't rise to your goals, you fall to your environment. So raise your environment. That's the key. Say it again, repeat. I design my environment daily. Until it becomes identity. Final truth of this chapter: stop fighting yourself. Design your life. Weak environment equals weak decisions. Strong environment equals automatic discipline. When your world supports you, winning becomes easy. Say it. I build my world for success. Transition: you've changed your space. You've removed traps, but there's one thing left holding you back: your past, your mistakes. It's time to let go. You mastered environment. Now master your identity again. Chapter 7: Stop identifying with your past. Listen carefully. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not your relapses. You are your next decision. That's the key. Say it. That was old me. Again, that was old me. You have a choice. You can stay trapped in the past, or you can step into the future. Your past does not own you. It only teaches you. You don't need their permission, not from people, not from memories, not from shame. The past is a prison most people live in yesterday. I always mess up. I never change. I'm a failure. They repeat the story and they become the story. That's the trap. Your mind believes repetition, so stop repeating weakness. Say instead, that was old me. You are new every moment. You have a choice. You are not your history. History is data, not destiny. Your past shows what didn't work. Good, now you know. Smart people learn. Weak people stay guilty. Guilt keeps you stuck. Forgiveness sets you free. That's the key. Real example, the relapse: you quit a bad habit, then you relapse. Old mindset says, I failed. New mindset says, I learned. What triggered it? What can I change? That's growth. Failure is not falling. Failure is staying down. So stand up, say it. That was old me. Stop self-sabotage. You punish yourself. You say, I deserve this. I messed up. No, you deserve discipline. You deserve growth. Stop acting like your past controls you. You control your future. You have a choice. The identity reset. Remember chapter 1. Identity controls behavior, so update your identity. Old identity, I'm weak. New identity, I'm disciplined. Old identity, I quit. New identity, I finish. Act like it. That's the key. Forgive yourself. Look at yourself. Truly, you did your best with what you knew. Now you know more, so do better. Forgiveness is power. Guilt is poison. Choose power. Say it. I forgive myself. Stop replaying old movies. Your mind replays failures. Same scenes, same pain. Stop pressing play. Change the movie. Imagine your future, strong, disciplined, focused. Feed your mind success. That's the key. Build evidence. Your brain needs proof, so give it proof. Small wins daily. Wake up early. Train, work. Each win says, I'm changing. Evidence destroys doubt. You have a choice. Replace shame with action. Shame feels heavy. Action feels powerful. So when guilt appears, move, work out, clean, work. Action erases shame. That's discipline. Stop explaining yourself. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Not your family, not your friends. Change silently. Results speak. You don't need their permission. The 24-hour rule: you mess up, you have 24 hours. Learn, adjust, move forward. No crying, no drama. Discipline continues. That's the key. Old you versus new you. Old you, comfort, excuses, delay. New you, action, discipline, execution. Which one wins? The one you feed. Feed discipline. Stop saying, I always fail. I always quit. Stop. Words shape identity. Say instead, I'm improving. I'm learning. I'm disciplined. Language matters. Rewrite your story. Your story is not finished. You are the author. Write strength, write discipline, write control, erase weakness. That's the key. Repeat the law. Say it again. That was old me. Not once. Every day your brain will accept it. Final truth of this chapter: your past is gone. Your power is now. Guilt keeps you stuck. Forgiveness sets you free. You are not your mistakes. You are your next decision. Say it. I choose growth. Transition. You've released the past. You've forgiven yourself. Now it's time to build momentum. Small actions, daily. You mastered identity. Now master consistency. Chapter 8. Use the 1% rule. Listen carefully. You don't need a big change, you need a daily change. 1% every day. That's it. That's the formula. Say it. Small wins, massive change. Again, small wins, massive change. You have a choice. You can chase big motivation, or you can build small discipline. Big motivation fades, small discipline compounds. That's the key. Why big goals fail: people say, I'll change everything. I'll wake up at 5. I'll work out 2 hours. I'll eat perfect. They last 3 days. Why? Because they shocked their system. Your brain hates sudden change. It rebels, so you quit again. Stop trying to be extreme. Be consistent. That's discipline. The power of 1%. 1% looks small, feels useless, but compounded, it's unstoppable. 1% better every day for 1 year is massive growth. You don't need speed, you need direction. That's the key. Real example: 5 push-ups today, tomorrow 6. Next week 10. Next month 25. Next year 50. No pain, no drama, just progress. Consistency beats intensity. Say it. Consistency beats intensity. Stop overestimating today. You think you need big effort today. Wrong. You need small effort for many days. That's how empires are built. Brick by brick, not explosion, that's the key. Daily standards, set small standards. Read 2 pages, not 50. Walk 10 minutes, not 10 kilometers. Write 3 sentences, not a book. Small targets, daily, you have a choice. Momentum is real. Once you start, your brain says, let's do more. But don't force it. Do the minimum, then stop. Tomorrow, repeat. This builds trust with yourself. Trust creates confidence. Confidence creates discipline. Stop waiting for perfect days. There is no perfect day. Some days you feel strong, some days weak. Discipline shows up on both days. That's the key. Track your wins. Write down every small win. Workout done, task completed, habit respected. Your brain needs evidence. Evidence builds identity. You are becoming disciplined. You have a choice. The snowball effect. Small actions become habits. Habits become identity. Identity becomes destiny. It starts with 1%, not 100%. That's the key. Stop comparing. Others are ahead. So what? You started later. Focus on your path. Your only competition is yesterday. Beat him by 1%. You don't need their permission. Use the calendar chain. Mark your calendar every day you win. Don't break the chain. 1 missed day, continue. 2 missed days, danger. Protect your streak. Streak builds discipline. Tiny habits rule. Attach habits to existing actions. After brushing teeth, right arrow 10 squats. After lunch, right arrow walk. Before sleep, right arrow plan tomorrow. Automatic, that's power. Stop saying it's too small. Small is powerful. A drop fills an ocean. 1 brick builds a wall. 1% changes lives. Respect small actions. That's the key. Discipline is boring, and that's why it works. No drama, no hype, just repetition. Boring wins. Say it. Boring wins. The 90-day rule. Commit to 1% for 90 days. No quitting, no changing. You will not recognize yourself. That's a promise. When you feel lazy, do the minimum, not zero. Zero kills momentum. Minimum keeps you alive. You have a choice. Repeat the loss. Say it again. Small wins, massive change. Every morning, program your brain. The final truth of this chapter: you don't need big change. You need daily change. Consistency beats intensity. Small wins build giants. 1% daily changes your life. Say it. I improve daily. Transition. You've learned how to grow slowly. Now it's time to lock it in, to make it automatic. No debate, no excuses. You mastered progress. Now master structure. Chapter 9. Build a non-negotiable system. Listen. Motivation is unreliable. Feelings lie. Energy fades. Systems don't. Habits only work when they become automatic. No emotion, no thinking, no excuses. Say it. No debate, I execute. Again, no debate, I execute. That's the key. Why you keep failing? You wake up and ask, do I feel like it today? That's weakness. Winners don't ask feelings, they follow systems. You don't need motivation, you need structure. Structure creates freedom. You have a choice. Feel your way through life or design your way through life. Choose. The power of patterns. Your brain loves patterns. Same time, same place, same action, over and over. That's how habits stick. Morning workout, same hour, same spot. Study session, same chair, same playlist. Consistency builds automation. Automation builds discipline. That's the key. Remove decision fatigue. Every decision drains you. What time? What workout? What task first? Stop. Decide once. Lock it in. From now on, same routine. No thinking, no negotiating. Say it. No debate. I execute. Build your daily system. Here's your framework. Morning, wake, hydrate, move. No phone, no news, no excuses. Work block, same start time, same environment. Phone away, deep focus. Evening, reflect, plan tomorrow. Sleep on time. System beats chaos. You have a choice. Stop relying on willpower. Willpower is weak. It depends on mood. Systems don't care about mood. You follow them even when tired. That's discipline. It's not about motivation, it's about structure. Say it. It's not about motivation, it's about structure. Create non-negotiables. Pick 3 habits that define your day. Exercise, learning, focus, work. These are sacred. No skipping, no later. Sick, do minimum. Busy, do minimum, but never zero. Zero breaks identity. That's the key. Identity shift. You don't do habits, you are habits. You are disciplined, you are focused, you are consistent. Speak it. Identity controls behavior. When you say, I'm disciplined, you act disciplined. Discipline becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. You have a choice, environment plus system. Your system must fit your space. Gym bag ready, books on desk, healthy food visible, make good actions easy, make bad actions hard. This is strategy, not willpower. That's the key. Stop negotiating with yourself. Your mind will say, just today, skip. Start tomorrow. You deserve rest. Lies, answer back, no debate. I execute every time. Train your mind to obey you. You are the boss. You don't need their permission. Use triggers, attach habits to time or actions. After waking, right arrow water. After shower, right arrow workout. After dinner, right arrow plan. Trigger equals action. No thinking, that's power. Build the streak, track your days, mark wins, protect your chain. Streaks build pride, pride protects habits. Miss one day, recover next day, never miss twice, that's discipline. When life hits you, bad days come, stress, problems, fatigue, your system saves you. You don't quit, you adjust, do minimum. But show up. Showing up builds character. That's the key. Discipline is boring good. Boring creates results. No drama, no hype, just execution. Every day say it, no debate, I execute. Review weekly, every Sunday, review your system. What worked, what failed, fix it. Systems evolve, but structure stays. You have a choice. Stop looking for shortcuts, there are none. Systems are slow, but they win. Fast hacks fail. Slow systems last. Choose long-term, that's the key. Build your personal law. Write this. I follow my system even when I don't feel like it. Read it daily. Program yourself. You are becoming unbreakable. Final truth of this chapter: freedom comes from discipline. Discipline comes from systems. No debate, no emotion. You execute. Habits become automatic. Automatic becomes identity. Identity becomes destiny. Say it. No debate. I execute. Transition. You've built your system. You've locked in structure. Now it's time to control your reactions. To master emotions, because discipline without control still fails. You mastered your routine, now master your mind. Chapter 10, become untouchable. Listen carefully. Urges will come, cravings will hit, temptations will scream, but they will no longer control you. That's the promise, that's the transformation. Say it, nothing controls me. Again, nothing controls me. You have a choice. You can obey impulses, or you can observe and act. The weak follow cravings, the strong watch them pass. That's the key. The nature of urges: urges are chemical, they are automatic, they are temporary. Your brain wants quick reward, short-term comfort. But here's the truth: urges are just signals, nothing more. They are not commands, they are invitations. Say it, I observe cravings, I don't obey them. Step 1, observe. The first step to mastery. Watch. When you feel the urge, pause, notice it. Where is it coming from? Stress, boredom, fatigue? Label it, name it. Ah, this is an urge to scroll. This is a craving to smoke. Observation breaks automatic behavior. Awareness creates power. You have a choice. Step 2, detach emotionally. Urges come with emotion. Fear, anxiety, desire. Do not engage, do not justify. Say, I feel this, but I am not it. I feel this, but I choose differently. Detach emotionally. Watch, don't react. That's the key. Say it again, nothing controls me. Real example: smoking. A smoker lights up after work. The trigger hits, stress screams, old self, I need it, I can't survive. New self, observe, breathe, step outside, notice the craving, label it, do something else. By not obeying, control returns. That's mastery. Real example: junk food late at night, fridge calls, chocolate whispers, ice cream seduces. Old you opens fridge, eats, feels guilty. New you, observe the failing, acknowledge the craving, drink water instead. Craving passes, you remain in control. Say it, nothing controls me. Step 3, replace impulse with action. Observation is not enough. Mastery requires replacement. Urge hits, act differently. Stress, right arrow 10 push-ups. Boredom, right arrow 5 pages reading. Anxiety, right arrow 2 minutes breathing. Action breaks automatic patterns. Action teaches your brain, I am in charge. That's the key. Emotional control is power. Control is not just behavior, it's emotion. Anger at a coworker, observe, don't lash out. Fear before a task, observe, don't run. Frustration when failing, observe, don't quit. You are untouchable when you rule your emotions. Say it, I control my mind, I control my body, I control my life. The law of temporary urges. Every craving has a shelf life. It peaks, it fades. If you survive 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it passes. No urge lasts forever. You just need patience. Observe, breathe, wait, and you win. Nothing controls you. Stop negotiating with yourself. Your mind will bargain just a little. You deserve it. Tomorrow will be better. Reject it. Say firmly, no debate, I execute, I choose discipline. Urges are negotiators. You are the boss. You don't need their permission. Build untouchable identity. You are no longer a slave to impulses. Your identity is discipline. Your identity is control. Your identity is freedom. Every time you observe, detach, and act differently, your identity strengthens. You are becoming untouchable. Say it, nothing controls me. The power of repetition. This is not a one-time thing. Every craving, every urge, every temptation. Observe, right arrow, detach, right arrow, act. Over and over. Repetition builds mastery. Repetition builds confidence. Repetition builds unshakable power. You have a choice. Stop reacting. Reacting is weakness. Responding is strength. Don't react to triggers. Respond with intention. Trigger, right arrow, awareness, right arrow, action, right arrow, result. This is your system. This is your power. Say it again. Nothing controls me. Small wins, big freedom. Every urge resisted is a small victory. Small victories compound. You will notice your impulses weaken, your discipline grows, your mind obeys you. That's the key. The untouchable mindset. You will face stress, you will face boredom, you will face cravings. And still you rise, and still you act. Because you are untouchable, you don't react. You execute, you are in charge. Say it, nothing controls me. Stop letting past failures define you. You relapsed yesterday, so what? You observed, you detached, you acted differently today. Past is gone, future is yours. You are untouchable in this moment. You have a choice. Final truth of this chapter: urges will come, cravings will appear, temptations will knock. Nothing controls you, nothing dictates your actions. Observe, detach, act, master your emotions, master your impulses, master your life. Say it, nothing controls me. Closing transition. You are now untouchable. You have mastered identity, environment, habits, and emotional control. Everything else becomes easy. Your life is yours. It starts with discipline. It starts with choice. Now go and execute. You are free. You are powerful. You are untouchable. Let me remind you, your habits shape your life. Your life shapes your future. You are either building a powerful identity or you are destroying yourself slowly. There is no middle ground. From today, you do not wait for motivation. You move, you act. You execute. Every urge you resist makes you stronger. Every small win builds your confidence. Repeat after me, I am in control. I choose discipline. I become unstoppable. Now here is your challenge. For the next 7 days, do one thing daily that your old self avoids. No excuses, no delay, no mercy. Your new life starts now.